Pascal, what was the most difficult scene in On the Horizon for you as a filmmaker?
To shoot? I would say, and that's the thing, it was not difficult because it was the garage scene with the mechanic Mike, the car scene, because we had to place the beautiful cars. We had to wait for them. It was just time-wise. The most difficult challenge, because there's no scene that was super hard to do, seriously. Maybe the thunderstorm with the white desert, it was a little bit difficult because we were stressed about the time, but time was the biggest challenge for the whole film from A to Z. Now with more money a little bit, I would have done, because the whole thing was shot in 23 days, and I would have taken maybe 30, just to really take the time to do them perfectly. For example, the scene with Mike, the mechanic, in the garage, we finished around 7 a.m. and we were just tired, and I was just like, we don't have time for that angle. We don't have time, because we were waiting for cars to arrive, luxurious car to fill up the scene, and that took so much time. I had problem with the camera, I had problem with this, so just time-wise, it's just that makes everything so hard and difficult, because I know if I had a little bit more, some scene were maybe a little bit better. But again, sometimes if I would have done, let's say, the white desert scene, not as a big one take for 5 minutes, I think it would have not have been as great. So sometimes, again, everything happens for a reason, and I love that. But now knowing that time is a bitch.
So the mechanic scene, how long were you slated to be at that location, and then how long did it actually take?
We started around 7 p.m. and then we finished around like I said 7 a.m. and I was supposed to be out around 2 a.m. something like that.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay.
so it was just things didn't work out, and I was freaking out at one point. I was just calling my friend. I was just like, I'm freaking out totally because it doesn't work, and so I had to make it work because like people are waiting, and in the whole film. That's the only moment I freaked out, because I can really see that time was kind of pushing me to do something that was not great, and sometimes, the actor was not delivering the right line, forgot their lines, and then it was just everything, because that's the thing, we had 1 day for that location in the beautiful garage with the cars. So everything, we had two days of, it would have taken 2 days to do everything. So time.
Was there anything you could have done differently, or that was out of your control in some sense because the cars didn't arrive and you needed them for that scene?
Yeah, at this point, there's nothing.
There was nothing.
I was just waiting for this, and then I was trying to go as fast as I can, but sometimes it's just, we lost at least a good 3-4 hours before shooting because we were waiting for so many elements to arrive. And then at one point it was starting to rain, and you can see in the film, there's one scene you can see the lighting behind. It was a beautiful shot because now it had to the film. There's a beautiful kissing scene, and you can see lighting in the background. But again, everything happens for a reason, but now knowing better will be that we need more time. If you can, one advice I would say is that don't load your days with so many things, because that was at least a 2-3 days shoot, and we put everything in one night. So that's why I was just like, yeah, it's way too much. Otherwise, the rest was always a good 8 hours, 10-hour days. Everything was smoothly. Yeah, you have to deal with weather and stuff like that, but otherwise, that was the only big scene that was we're missing time. In France, it was beautiful. We didn't have any trouble. You have to deal with rain sometimes. It was, and again, for whatever the ending of the film, there's some rain, and it worked perfectly with the contrast of something happening at the same time. So again, everything happens for a reason.
Any advice for a filmmaker who's not going to make their day, and they either have to call the location, or if there's a location manager there, ask to have it extended? What would you advise as someone else going through something like that?
You can try to extend it, maybe 1 hour or something, if they are really patient. But it's important to not overload your schedule or day, because that's the thing. For example, the castle, we had it for so many days. If it was like, hey, we need 1 more days, no, the people are coming, or it's booking, and it costs like thousands of dollars. So it's like it sucks, but if you miss times, then you reshoot something else, you find a way, or you edit around it. But if that was one of the scariest thing of just am I gonna miss something? Am I gonna lose scenes? But no, everything, I was super lucky. Maybe some are not perfect like I wanted, but at least I got them all. But then in the editing, there's always ways to work around it.